Hello, this is Dmitry, and today I want to talk about this new Samyang Rokinon 35mm autofocus lens, the 35 AF F1.4 FE Samyang Rokinon for Sony FE mount. I had this lens for a few weeks and wanted to talk to you about it. I'm actually very excited about it because it turned out to be a pretty good buy. Now this lens comes in this silver looking beautiful box, and it has a little bag like a Canon L lens would come with, not as sturdy like the Sigma bag, but it's there. And the best thing about this lens is right now you can buy it from Adorama for $599. That's $599. The only other native lens in 35-1.4 autofocus which you can buy for Sony FE mount today is the Sony Zeiss Distagon, which you can buy for $1,500. And $599, $1,500. $1,500 will buy you the Sony Zeiss 35-1.4, which is excellent lens. Has an aperture ring which you can control right on the body. The Samyang, as you can see, has no rings, no buttons, no switches. It only has the focusing ring. That's it. It's made out of metal. The hood is plastic, of course, and it is made in Korea. It's a Korean company, Samyang. So let's talk about it. $599 is a great price, but if the lens is not sharp at f1.4, and if you have to stop it to f2, f2.8, and so just to get the sharpness, what's the point? Sony makes an excellent 35-8 itself, and there are other lenses you can adopt, like a Tamron 35-1.8 and such, but don't worry. It is actually very sharp. It's sharp wide open. It's sharp at 35-1.4 at 1.4. It is sharp, and the contrast is there too, and the bokeh is very nice. It's actually is a very good lens. Now I don't own Sony Distagon, the Sony Zeiss 35-1.4, but I have previously shot with it and use the lens, so I know the picture quality coming from that lens. I do own the Sigma 35-1.4 art in Canon mount, and with an adapter like MC11. I used it on the same Sony A7RIII. It's a great combination, but you're using an adapter. Sigma, of course, announced that they will make a 35 in native FE mount, but that lens is not available yet and supposedly not going to be out for the next couple of months, so it's not out yet. That lens will cost $899, which is more than Samyang, but I can tell you that the Sigma is a fabulous lens. The 35 art is a great lens. In fact, I shot the Sigma 35-1.4 art with adapter side by side with this Samyang. I tried to take pictures of an apple in a bowl, and both lenses did very well. Side by side comparison, I can tell you that the Sigma maybe is just slightly sharper and more contrasty wide open. Slightly, but that's when you're comparing them side by side. If you just take them separately without reference to the other lens, then either lens is fine. Some people were worried about the autofocus on this lens, because when Samyang came up with the first autofocus lens 50, the autofocus was not that great in low light, and it was also noisy. Not to worry about this 35. The 35 autofocus is silent, and the autofocus speed is actually very good. Not only is it good, but the Samyang announced Firmware 2.0, which was supposed to increase autofocus speed and performance of the lens. The 2.0 firmware was announced for all three Samyang autofocus lenses that they are available right now: the 14 2.8, the 35-1.4, this one, and the 50-1.4. I have the 35, the one that you're looking at, and I also have the 14 2.8. The problem was getting the dock from Samyang, the Samyang dock, the one that you need in order to upgrade the lens. That was a problem. Still is a problem. Nobody sells it. In the United States, I contacted the Samyang, which is called Rokinon in the United States. They answered me pretty quickly with an email saying that the Rokinon dock is still being developed and it's not going to be available for the next few months. Samyang brand, some sellers on eBay from Korea were selling it. I purchased it from one of them. My order was canceled, and the seller said that the Samyang itself, distributors, they don't have any, and maybe they'll have more at the end of the May. So I was frustrated that I couldn't upgrade. And then lucky for me, there was a user on one of the forums from Canada that agreed to sell me his dock. I received it last week, and I now upgraded the firmware on my 14 and on 35, and now the autofocus, even though it was already pretty good, now it's even faster in both good light and bad light. So the autofocus is good, the sharpness is good, the bokeh is very good, and the price is good. The size wise, the Sony is 630 grams and 112 millimeters long. The Samyang is 645 grams, so that would be 15 grams larger and 115 millimeters long. So 3 millimeters, really no difference. The Sigma is 665 grams, so it's actually heavier than both Samyang and the Sony, but it's only 94 millimeters long. But that's 94 millimeters in Canon mount. You know, you add the adapter, or the Sony version that's going to come out, it has this extension, metal extension. So the lens is going to be just as long as the Samyang or the Sony, and it's going to be heavier than the other two. It's going to be a great lens at, I believe, $899, but it's not there today, and I don't know when it's going to be released. So today your choices are in native lenses are either the Samyang or the Sony Distagon. I saved $900 of the Distagon price and got myself the Samyang. I don't have the aperture ring, but I guess for $900 I can scroll this wheel in front of the camera. Not a problem for me. The key is, of course, the optical quality and the reliability of this lens. I will be testing it more in upcoming weeks with respect to moving targets, and just to see if there are any glitches and to see how it focuses on the fast moving subjects, and I'll report back to you with my findings. Subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching, and bye bye.